Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning on this Friday. We finally made it to Friday. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off as we make it to Friday. Check what we got in store weather-wise. We got a lot going on this weekend, whether it be NDSU Homecoming, Moorhead Sausage Fest, lots to go over this morning as to what we're going to be seeing. So I'm going to get my computer set up to share with you quickly here. And we're going to hop on over to our Valley News Live website to get a better idea of what we're looking at for the day ahead. So right now in Fargo, we're sitting at 42 degrees, a little chilly out there, but guess what? It's going to warm up all the way to 81 today. So we're expecting that to be at about 4 p.m., 5 o'clock hours when we're going to be seeing that. But even throughout the rest of the morning, early afternoon, it's looking pretty good. I mean, 1 o'clock, we're sitting at 75. That's not bad at all. And staying sunny, which is beautiful. So tomorrow's headline is sunny, blue sky, light westerly breeze, comfortable temperatures. That is fantastic news for anybody who's heading out to the homecoming parade, to go to the homecoming game, anything like that. So we do have the homecoming event. So Friday, we're looking at 10 a.m. Chowley Hall ribbon cutting. That's going to be awesome. 11 a.m. green and yellow lunch, excuse me. 4 o'clock today is the Bison Bash, and 6 o'clock is the homecoming parade. So 4 o'clock, they're going to start blocking off streets around that area. So that's something to be aware of if you're traveling in North Fargo today. But 6 o'clock is when the parade starts. And then those roads will open back up when that clears out. So I'm going to click on our 11-day planner here. Looks like tomorrow, 73, not bad. Sunday, 81. Monday, 84. Check that out. That's a lot of 80s, especially first day of October. We're going to be seeing 82. That's awesome. We're going to stay pretty consistent until we get to about Friday next week. We're going to hop down to 73. And then we start going down. But still, 70s, that's not bad at all. Especially as we will be, in October. We know what October can bring, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'd like to keep those 80s and 70-degree temperatures as long as I possibly can. I'm going to move on to our news portion of this segment. A gunman is still on the run more than a week after a shooting in South Fargo. So I'm going to bring up some video for you here of that scene and also this man's mugshot. So this is Dennis Salinas Jr. He's wanted as an accomplice to attempted murder. And again, he's still on the run. Another man, I'll bring up his mugshot, Braden Poitras. He's been arrested in this case. We were telling you about that. We actually broke that news for you first on the Valley Today earlier this week. He was in court for the first time Wednesday, where his bail was set at 50 grand. He's being held on charges of attempted murder. Now, court records say the two men robbed a man at gunpoint before shooting him in the leg. If you do have any information on this man, Dennis Salinas Jr.'s whereabouts, get in touch with Fargo Police. We've got different avenues for you to do so. You can send in an anonymous tip as well, and we've got all that information for you over on our VNN News app. It's where you can find the latest in breaking news, developing stories, what's going around our area. We've got all that information for you. You can follow it along. We can send you updates. I can send you an update when I start my desk hit in the morning. And we've got different desk hits throughout the day that will send you a notification so you can keep tuned in with the latest on everything that's happening, again, in our community. Moving on here, we have learned that new information into what led to a standoff in Devil's Lake that ended with the suspect, a now former police officer who is off duty, shooting himself in the head. Now, police responded to a home because of a 911 hang-up call early in the morning on September 9th. So, according to new court documents, a victim had allegedly been sexually assaulted by the suspect, Ray Hennon, a former Devil's Lake police officer who lived in that house. During the execution of the search warrant, Hennon reportedly put a gun to his head and threatened to shoot himself while holding his 11-month-old baby. He did end up putting the baby on the floor before retreating to the garage. Police note there were 3 other kids in the home during this incident. Hennon was arrested and initially charged with terrorizing. As of yesterday, he's now been charged with reckless endangerment with a firearm. A court date for Hennon has not yet been set at this moment. And one of the state's largest dairy farms, if not the largest, could soon be built in Hillsborough over the next few months. So the North Dakota Department of Environmental Quality approving a permit for Herberg Dairy near Hillsborough. Dairy will be owned by Riverview LLP and is planned to have 25,000 head in its operation. As of right now, North Dakota has 24 dairy farms in the state with fewer than 10,000 cows. DEQ says that Riverview identified enough cropland to apply the manure produced as fertilizer that will meet North Dakota nutrient management requirements. And one of the Don's Car Wash locations in Fargo is under new ownership. A sign greeted drivers on September 24th at the 52nd Avenue location in Fargo, the south one, saying that the car wash would be closed while the ownership change took place. It's since reopened to the public, and that leaves the 13th Avenue location as the only Don's Car Wash here in Fargo. And this is not a missing animal story you hear every day. Roseau County Sheriff's Office wants you to be on the lookout for a missing bobcat. Authorities say the pet bobcat, somebody has this bobcat as a pet, you can see it in their home right there, was reported to the DNR and escaped from its owner near the War Road area. If you do spot this bobcat, call the Minnesota DNR or the Sheriff's Office. Do not approach the animal as they can be dangerous, especially if they feel threatened. We do have contact information to both agencies over on our website, valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story. And also as a reminder, it is illegal to have a bobcat as a pet in Minnesota or really anywhere in the country for that matter. Well, that's about all I got for you here on this Friday. We've got a beautiful day ahead of us and also a beautiful weekend. So get out and enjoy that nice weather. Go out to a community event. I mean, we've got NDSU homecoming going on. I know Moorhead's got Sausage Fest going on tomorrow as well. That'll be awesome too. They've got a dinner catered by Wurst, so that'll be delicious, of course. And yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, and you can find all of that on our VNL News app. And to know if the weather's going to cooperate for you, make sure you download that VNL weather app so our First Alert Storm team can follow you no matter where you go. That radar, again, can follow you. If you're a snowbird, it'll follow you south too, and it'll give you all of the updates and alerts from in our region, so our First Alert Storm team can update you as those come along. One more time, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. I will see you back here next week. I hope you have a fantastic Friday and a very wonderful weekend.